Hi, you guys. Welcome. If you want to type Megan, magical sister, yay. Type where you are in the chat room, the city where you dwell, so you can connect to the spirit of that place and the land beneath the foundation of whatever building you are in right now. And if you have a rose quartz, grab it. The place where you dwell is your couch. San Francisco, Denver, Colorado. Hi, Sienna. Sierra. I don't have my glasses on, so it's tiny print. I'm sorry if I butcher anybody's names. Oh, I can feel the energy building. It feels wonderful. There's wildness. There's wildness afoot. There's wildness afoot this week. And there is the potential for really, 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 really freaking amazing things to happen. There's like a really big rapid shift that can happen. And then for some, there's going to be steps backwards. It's like certain doors are closing, certain doors are opening. I'm seeing like a quick shuffling. I'm seeing a quick shuffling of the cards. Anything is possible right now. We have to look at what is possible. We have to grab what is possible. And it's like, I keep hearing like we don't create the momentum, we have to allow the momentum. And if we're closed off to certain things, we'll be just dragging along and we won't be going with the flow. And that we have to, like, we've been praying for certain things. I know a lot of us have been, and we've been doing deep work for a long time. And there's just a big shift. We went through a big clearing. This is the final tying up of loose ends. But with this new moon that's coming, I mean, there's just, things are going to pop out of nowhere. Things are going to drop from the sky. Blessings and opportunities are going to be placed before you. Be mindful of that. Don't be so jaded at this point that you can't see what, an opportunity, that you're blind to that. So, oh, wow. Ooh, okay. I can feel some energies coming in. Welcome, you guys. Let's take 3 deep breaths and let's just kind of unplug from the news, and unplug from politics, and unplug from the outside world, and unplug from your bills, and unplug from anything you do not need, and take a deep breath and just kind of collect the dust bunnies. And as you exhale, release and relax and let go. Give yourself permission to let go of certain things, even if just for now. Unplug from your responsibilities. You don't have to do that this second. There's one thing that keeps echoing through my mind that one of my guides told me once, and was, there's nothing more important than this very single moment. Pay attention. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So that's what I feel like we need to claim in this moment, the magic of this now moment, the magic of this now moment of us connecting now with our infinite heart self place. And so become aware of this axis of life and light and energy that rises and falls. It's interesting. I'm in this book club, and so today I was reading about Descartes and the concept of mind over matter, and I was thinking, and I reframe things into like magical terms, and as an empath and trying to understand the universe that I am, in astrology, in medical astrology, they teach you that the universe and the solar systems and all the planets are within you, and they're all, you are the universe in a like a microcosmic form, in a human form of it. And so when they were separating, there was like this concept of duality was kind of created with Descartes, with the concept of mind over matter, and the energy of consciousness and light and matter actually being connected to at the origins of the word matter, or mater, or mother, but connected to, and connection to the feminine right there, and but connected to our bodies as or darkness of night. So there's light versus darkness. So there's this duality kind of play that's been echoing through my mind. It feels like duality is really strong right now. We are feeling the polarity of, like, it's like life is this like a crazy pinball game right now, energetically, with potential of things happening and opening up really quickly, and springing to action. So I keep being shown you have to be nimble, you have to be ready, and not like ready like you've got to run from a fearful way, but ready so that you can do what you came here to do. So ready so that you can receive the inspiration, so that you can receive the guidance. And so as we're closing out this lunar cycle, and the moon is getting smaller, I feel there's this wonderful opportunity right now to just kind of take the opportunity to let go and to release. And oh my goodness, yeah, I feel so much in my body with all of this, and a lot of what I'm talking about and what we're being called to reframe as Mars is moving through Aries. What I've been shown is like this reclaiming of self, and a reclaiming of the body, and a reclaiming of all of ourselves in our journey of becoming whole. I was getting ready for this Facebook Live, and I heard, we can't create peace on earth until we create peace within our own bodies, and until we can embody peacefulness. And then I was being shown all these people's bodies that are in a state of conflict, that we've been at war within ourselves, that we've internalized this violence, this chaos, this pain, this wound, and some of it is known, some of you can feel it, and have been emotionally eating as an unconscious response. But what really has been eating us is what we need to look at if we're going to be successful with what we are co-creating next. And so let's take 3 deep breaths. One for the mind. I feel like the light is really bright. I keep getting these messages about, like, facing the shadow, embracing the shadow, going into an underworld journey. And I'm like, part of me is like, I am so done with shadow work right now. I'm like, seriously, do we have to? But then there were the hits I was getting was that it's more about embracing our infinite unknown potential, which is also which is the unknown, and it's about becoming whole. It's embracing all of ourselves. It's about not denying ourselves. It's about not being in conflict with ourselves. It's about, and especially, I mean, all of us, but especially women, media has kind of targeted, and it's been really hard to measure up. But there's this dynamic that creates, or this concept that women have to be a certain way or look a certain way. And I'm just looking at the roles in Hollywood. I'm like, there's a lot of really not so attractive men that are making a lot of money at leading roles, leading men characters. I'm like, just let me. And all of the women in Hollywood are like, amazing. Anyways, just these double standards. It's really just been kind of bugging me a little bit. But it's like these unconscious programs that have been shaping us through what we've been watching on TV, in the commercials, and the music and the art that we listen to or watch. All of this is constantly programming us. I call it television programming for a reason. And so we have been gosh, you guys, this isn't mine. I'm feeling you guys. So let's just take 3 deep breaths. There's some strong feelings. And I feel like we're reshaping how we see ourselves. We're reclaiming how we see our bodies. We are breaking the mold of diet mentality. We are breaking the mold of what we're supposed to look like, who we're supposed to be, the roles that we're supposed to fulfill. Roles are changing. Life is changing. We have to rewrite the rules. And we have to start with ourselves. We have to start with rewriting how we see ourselves, rewriting our story. And yes, that's a big exercise in ego, but we have to be strong. So we have to rewrite our characters as strong. We can't keep continuing in the same comfortable patterns that kept us hiding in the shadows. And yeah, it was safe, but you know what? Life's not safe anymore. We don't know how long we have. We don't know what's coming next. Stuff's weird. So we have to, we have a responsibility for future generations to better ourselves. We have a responsibility to be healthy for each other, for our neighbors, for our families. We have a responsibility to step into something that we've never experienced before. We are being called to listen, tune in, get clear, and follow that inspiration. But first we have to stop listening to the bullshit. We have to stop, excuse my French, we have to stop listening to the fear. When I talk to individuals in recovery, I always bring this up. I said, with those stories about the little devil and the little angel on our shoulder. Well, we all have an inner trickster. We all have an inner bullshit artist that is connected to your unconscious mind, that doesn't want to evolve, and doesn't want to grow. It prefers a known hell to an unknown heaven, and it will convince you that you don't have to. You've been doing so well, you can take a day off. You don't need to. You've been working so hard. Just relax. And then all of a sudden, it's like, or like, have a glass of wine. It's Friday night. Relax. You deserve it. And then like 1 glass of wine becomes 2, and then it's not just 1 night a week, it's 2 nights a week or 5 nights a week, or like, oh my gosh, how long has this been going on? And so it's like, look, we have to pay attention to that part of us, that inner convincer, that inner trickster. They talk about, it's funny because they talk the proverbial devil at the crossroads. I always see the crossroads as at the now moment. Now moment, everything is possible. Now is when the magic happens. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, now. Now is the crossroads. You are a walking crossroads of magic when you can consciously connect to it. And we are meant to tune up our bodies and clear our minds and align ourselves in a way so that we can consciously walk in both worlds at once, because that's what's happening. If we don't get our shit together, people are going to go insane. They already are. And they're going to be leaving us. You know, addictions are going to go. I keep being shown. It's like this one vision that I had keeps popping up again. It's like when the earth splits in two. And I think that this is a split, like a timeline shift, but ultimately it's like a vibrational shift. I feel that there's going to be some of us that are going to be leveling up super fast, and some people are going to be on this downward spiral that's just, and there's going to be such a vibrational difference between these soul groups that one will become invisible to another. That sounds super woo-woo. I know. But if you've read the works of Aleister Crowley, or a lot of, the early, he talks about invisibility, and one of the secrets of becoming invisible is to slow down your vibration enough so that you are slower than a stone. Let's be still. Let's be still, my heart. So in our meditative stillness, we would collectively make a vibrational shift. So, and also when we do raise our vibration, we naturally open up our third eye and crown chakras because we're making a vibrational shift. We are able to sense and see and perceive those of similar vibration. And conversely, as you are consciously co-creating with certain guides, they are lowering their vibration a little bit so you can kind of meet in the middle. You all have at least one being that is with you, that has been with you since you were born. That's what they're telling me, to remind you. If you don't know, you do now. You do have protection. You do have guidance, and it's up to you to start cultivating that relationship now in a loving. It's a true love bond, so you might as well cultivate it in a loving way. It's a true love bond that spans lifetimes and dimensions. It's a different kind of love story. So, I hope you've gotten your rose quartz. Let's all connect to the crystal grid. Grab your rose quartz. Be aware of the sky above. I just want us to be aligned in that, feel that alignment between heaven and earth that's moving up and down our spine. Feel the sky above and the earth below. And as you breathe, sense that energy rising and falling. Bring your awareness back to your heart. Feel yourself centered between earth and sky, between the great above and the great below. Sense a direction before you, a direction behind you, a direction to your left and your right. And be aware of your breath. And your essence. And hold the stone up to your mouth, and as you take a deep breath in, be aware that you are like you're collecting your life force energy. As you exhale around, sense your life force energy flowing around the stone. And the spark, the holy fire, the spark of the divine that is in your life force touches the spark within the stone and awakens it. And you sense this it ignites. It's like ching, flame on, and it becomes luminous. And you see this grid or like this web of light expanding out from like the crystal matrix. But the crystal matrix is connected to the matrix of the earth and life. And I want you to see the matrix of everything latticed and connected to everything, like this beautiful web of life. I want you to sense how you are connected to this matrix as well. And as you sense your body, I want you to feel strands, just energy flowing out from your fingertips, from your toes, out from your body, connecting you to the grid, to the earth below you. Sense yourself flowing down and plugging in. There's also like this earth grid that's like this supportive, upholding energy. And as we plug into the earth grid life, you sense that connection underground that connects us all across the earth in our respective places. Where you are is a power center. You are a power source. I want you to feel that heat, that power, that beauty. Gosh, some people are afraid of that word, power. Love it. It's called embracing your wholeness. You are powerful. It's time for you to remind yourself of it. Sorry, I have a bitchy, like, Queen of Swords guide. She's very direct. She's like, I love her. She's kind of a badass. All right. So just keep your eyes closed and relaxed and breathing and connecting. There's a part of you that exists beyond time. There's a part of you that exists beyond anything that you have come to know. Embrace that part. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, spiral into your body, your inner universe. There's a part of you that is animal and wild and untamed. And it terrifies you because you cannot control it. But you can send it love. Let's send love to that wild, beautiful beast that you are. Take a deep breath. That part of you that likes to be scratched behind the ear. There's a part of you that is plant, that is connected to the trees. that absorbs and converts sunlight into energy. There's a part of you that sings in the breeze. There's a part of you that flies above the treetops. There's a part of you that has fangs and gills and can breathe underwater. There's a part of you that was never born. There's a part of you that is ready to be born. You just have to allow it. Trust. Trust that you've been guided to this moment perfectly. Trust that everything is happening perfectly. Even failures are disguised as opportunity. Something really amazing is right around the corner. Have faith. Don't give up on yourself. Show up for yourself. Take baby steps towards believing in yourself, even if you're just looking in the mirror and saying, I believe in myself, I believe it. Say it over and over again. I believe in you. I believe in you. I love you. Look in the mirror and say it as you look into the depths of your own soul. I love you. You're worthy. You're important. I believe in you. I believe in you. I see you're by the ocean, and the waves are coming in, and there's a cave, and you can see because the moon is still out, but it's dark. The sky is getting kind of light, like I think the dawn is coming. And there's a mist and it's cold, but you see an orangey red glow coming from a cave down the beach. Oh, it just sounds warm to be near fire. So you go along the shoreline, along the beach, then the sand looks like it's black sand. It looks like a black sand beach. And I can see the sea foam as it rolls across the black sand. It seems to glow in the moonlight as you're making your way to the cave. The cave with the flickering orange firelight emanating from within. And as you enter the cave, you can see on the walls of the cave that there are drawings. Figures of beings who have taken this journey before you. stories from your ancestors. And as you go deep into the cave, you feel like you're going deep within the earth itself. You can smell the damp earth and the stones, the minerals. As you go into the darkness, there's torches on the walls. And you take one to move into the darkness. You feel the orange firelight from your torch flickering along the walls. You see the golden light. You make your way into a larger cave. It seems like it's a whole cave system when you get into this larger chamber. There's other smaller portals going out from the cave. It's like there's eight. There's 8. And you came in from... Where did you come from? I keep hearing west. You came from the western gateway. Through the waters of time. And the waters and the wisdom of our bloodline through time. Interesting. Okay, so we came from the western gate, and there's this, so we're in this larger chamber. It opens up a larger cave, and you can see crystals growing from the ceiling of the cave, and that there's crystals growing up from the earth beneath your feet, and it's like you're in this large geode, and some of the crystals are clear, like clear quartz, and some of the crystals are purple. And as you run your fingers over the crystals in the wall, they light up underneath your hands in these beautiful rainbow colors, and it's really cool. And as you make your way around the room, and you're like laughing and running and making all the crystals light up with your touch. And then you're running around in a circle around the room like you're a child, and you're running so fast and faster and faster and faster, around and around and around you go. When you'll stop, we don't really know. But as you keep going and going around and around still, you make a circle of light in these crystals that are undulating and radiating and changing in color from all the colors in the rainbow spectrum. And as this happens, you can see the entire cave lights up. And as the entire cave lights up with this amazing undulating rainbow crystal light, you see in the very center of the cave is a huge energy generator crystal, like a huge crystal point. Huge crystal in the very center, and there's little baby clusters growing around it, like a little family or a little culture or something gathering around the mom. And in the middle is the really big giant crystal, the mother of all stones, the mother of all stones. And so this is like the gateway to the Akashic records where you are standing. There is wisdom held in these stones. You are in a library of wisdom that just happens to look like a geode, that has magical qualities, that when you touch the crystals, they light up. And oh yeah, so let's touch this giant crystal and see what happens. Reminds me of something that Tony Stark made in the Iron Man movies, where he had the screen that wasn't really there. It just kind of appeared in it. So I'm seeing like these lights beaming from this crystal, but it's like there's a matrix within it, and there's a system, and it's a technology. These crystals are holding ancient technology. And I keep being shown that we need to work more with celestial quartz, which is, or the anhydro quartz. That's like a quartz that has like water inside, because the water in the stone, the water in the earth, there's something about that. We need to be working with that. Like, it's a stronger conduit. It's a stronger home for your fairy companion to dwell. That's what it is. It's a stronger home for my fairy companion to dwell in. And our protective spirits want to be closer to us, but we can't embody them, if that makes sense. We need to help them have a space so they can be near us, if that makes sense. And the stones that have water inside of them make really nice places. Like you won't outgrow those stones. There's, I don't know if you've noticed, working with stones, you kind of outgrow certain stones, and then there's other stones you just never outgrow. I don't even know if that even makes sense. So I want you to feel the stones and feeling yourself in this lovely earthen womb, crystalline womb, this library of wisdom, this Akashic records sanctuary. And as you place your hands on the stone, I want you to hum with me. Or let's do Awen. Awen is the spirit of creation. So let's tone 3 Awens together, but I want you to sense that you are in that cave, that crystal cave, with your hands on this glorious energy generator stone. We're all plugged in now. And as we do this Awen, I want us to feel in our heart that love expanding and being amplified through the crystal, spreading through the earth grid to hold the frequency and vibration of peace on earth. No conflict. We do this in perfect love and perfect trust. And we're going to be toning Awen together. Ah. the Akashic records and the wisdom of the universe that is within your body. I want you to honor it. I want you to embrace it. I want you to hold it. Feel it in every cell, every organ, every piece of tissue in your body. The wisdom of the universe is within you. It can never be lost. They can burn all the books. The wisdom is inside of us. May we remember our power, and may we never forget. Take 3 deep breaths and rise back up into the now moment, to the surface world, into your physical form. And be aware of the sky above you. Be aware of the earth below you. Be aware of the direction before you. Be aware of a direction behind you. Be aware of a direction to your left and your right. Be aware of your breath and take a deep, 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 deep breath. Refreshing, renewing, revitalizing. Take another deep, 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 deep breath. As you exhale, stretch, feel your body, move your spine, move your shoulders, roll your neck, wiggle your fingers. Feel the room that you are in. Be aware of the 4 walls around you. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your body. Come back, come back, come back. And when you're ready, open your eyes and allow the blessedness of all that you are to flow out and into the space around you, into your energy field in the room that you're in. And I want you to sense a bubble around you like Glinda the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz. And I want you to feel that bubble holding your essence, your energy, allowing in nourishment. And as you exhale, allowing energy that you do not need to release. So it's a semi-permeable membrane. I want you to feel yourself held and supported as we move through our lives over the course of the next week until we meet again, sealing this session. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy days to join me. If this work resonates with you, please feel free to share it in your groups and with your network. This is for all of us, and may we all be blessed. Blessed be. Talk to you guys later.